Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to sisi, the test server for EVE Online, where we're about to do our first jump on this mass test. So let's go. Just got word to jump from CCP Hubagog. We are at around 220 people in local. Not that many, definitely not as many as CCP would like to see. I think 400 to 500 people makes for an interesting mass test when it comes to client performance, which reminds me, let's put up the FPS here. But this is also a first mass test since some of the tech tree changes have been brought in. So I grabbed the Proteus. It's really not a good one. I basically grabbed a Proteus that I had and I added stuff that I changed. So for instance, I lost a mid slot here on this Proteus, but I could add 2 guns. So I added 2 heavy neutron blasters and I had an extra mid slot and I put a reactive armor hardener here. But this actually covered ops, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look here. Propulsion, offensive, defensive, and no. Ah yeah, there we go. Covert reconfiguration for the defensive one. So I can use a covert ops cloak. This I think could actually be a really good one for wormholing for wormhole space for PvE stuff. Align to the asbel. Let's do that. Approach them. No. I can't really press a line here. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see if I can find it in space somewhere. Usually it's towards the sun. Let's see here. Test. Warp to, align to. I could do that. Let's see where the rest is aligning towards. Yeah, probably. Right click or direction of the sun, and if I right click here we get approach orbits, so I don't really have an align option. I've seen that bug as well when I was in detail on the test server, where yeah, I was not on grid with it, but it acted like I was on grid with the structures. Maybe something that I should look into and see if I need to report that as an actual bug. And I get some people warping to the right side. And warp to the asbel, use the right click menu. I can't do that. That's interesting. I can't really use this one. Let's see, in the broadcasts maybe. Oops. Gotta go here. Warp to location. I can do it from the fleet window. Can't do it from the chat window. That's quite interesting. Alright, we're on our way. And next step I think was going to be we blow up an asbel, and now we have our PvP fight, yeah, in Poitot. So as you can see, lots of tech tree ships that have been brought for this mass test, people checking them out of course, but I'm still waiting for those final numbers. Still haven't seen those posted at the time of this. Oops, let's start attacking. I still haven't seen exactly what's going on there at the time of this mass test. And we are still up 210. Alright, it's definitely a small mass test. No bombs, no bubbles. We can attack the asbel, so let's get started on that. Let's see if I can hit it. Yeah, 1400 with the guns. And my drones already do 0. That's a little strange. I know, sometimes my guns I think will also be doing 0. Yeah, we're already at the damage cap. They put the asbel in structure, and I'm pretty sure that we'll get some help as well from CCP if it takes too long. And so this is the fleet that we're seeing here. Capitals, definitely a lot of faxes here as well for the numbers. Not that many dreadnoughts on this one. A couple of carriers as well. And lots of tech tree ships. So it is definitely possible that we'll get blown up very quickly when it comes to the PvP fight itself. I'll speed up the process, yeah, a bit later. The idea here is to take a look at performance to see how everything works. And I must say, with 215 people in local, probably around 200 people on grid firing at the asbel here, 30 FPS, very responsive camera. I feel comfortable zooming in completely, looking around. So this does work. Of course, there is a big difference between 200 and 400 or 500 people. And then, of course, on live, we go up to almost 2,000 people, where things become a little bit more tie-dye related, quite a bit slower and things like that. please use the opportunity to look around at other Tech 3 cruisers, which are hopefully all showing correctly. So let's do that. Let's take a look at some of these Proteae around here. Maybe we get a Legion as well. But so far I haven't really noticed any graphical bugs. I have to be honest, the Loki icon is definitely not my favorite at this point, especially when you have much cooler designs like this one. It's a little bit strange to the front, but it's completely there. Let's see if we can see another Tech 3 here. Here we get a couple Tengus. Here we have a Tengu that's firing his missiles. Another Loki, CCP, the Funk. He's also in a Loki. Let's see if we can find maybe another Legion. Or yeah, here we go. Get another Legion right there. Let's take a look at that. Showing up completely, working pretty damn well for me so far. This is actually the skinned Tengu already. And oh, that's something that I wanted to show you guys as well. I saw it on my fittings here. Look at those skins. Here is Skyliner. Gotta say, I do like what this does with the Proteus, adding the blue and then the yellow tones here. Very nice. And then from the new exoplanets search that we'll be able to do as well with Project Discovery. Look at that. Yellow with dark gray, maybe almost black undertones here as well. That's pretty damn cool. Skins for Tech 3 ships. I really like this Skyliner skin, to be honest. Looks really cool. So the fact that they can add this as well now after the rebalance is of course going to help. And I think that it's looking pretty good. We're getting up to 230, so still not the 300-400 that we usually see. We have to be honest here, the numbers are quite a bit lower than what we normally have. I should also mention that CCP Guard is actually streaming at the time of recording as well, talking about new player experience, giving tips to new players in EVE Online. This might also have caused some people to tune out of the mass test to make sure that they can catch the whole stream. So that is something that's definitely possible. And in the meantime, we are definitely reaching damage cap pretty easily. Sometimes I do get shots of 1800, not all that bad. So I think I've got plenty of ammo with me. Yeah, 6000 rounds should be okay. And to me, the coolest looking effects are still the missiles. If we take a look here, get a bit closer on the Phoenix, you can see them firing off here, flying off, turning and then speeding up towards the asbel attack point. In my opinion, that's still the coolest weapon system right there. Look at that, they're being reloaded as well. Let's see if I can go like this. So now they're loaded in the tube. Let's go. Firing missiles. You can actually see them go up here. That was one of the most I would say, yeah, impressive upgrades that CCP brought to the weapon systems. In my opinion, it's with the missiles. So this time let's take a close look at them as they reload as well. In general, if you see any bugs here on Singularity, send us a bug report. Best way to make sure. Go on, fire off the missiles. Now he's probably firing from somewhere else. God damn it. Now he doesn't want to fire anymore. Let's see if we can find maybe another one. Right there. We've got a Phoenix. That's actually in my fleet. Anything happening here? No. Okay, that's weird. We still see missiles flying on and off from time to time. But not from this one. Alright, he stopped firing for some reason. Well, we're still at the damage cap, so that's definitely okay. We are currently in XPV, up to 240, slowly going up. Performance here taking a bit of a dive as well. 20 people in 20 FPS. with 240 people in local, but no tie-dye to be spotted. And of course, this is about as hard, I think, as it gets on the server, with everyone on grid, everyone firing as well. So you've got all the weapons cycling, you've got all the effects that are going around, all the damage that needs to be taken care of. Probably only a massive brawl between all of us would be harder on the servers at this point. We also see some fighters zooming around, and that almost looked a little choppy. And I may still be in slightly toned down graphics at this point from one of the previous tests, possibly. So that's obviously sped up. We are now in the last 17% of the structure, and let's go over some more of these Tech 3 ships. But yeah, for me these render without any problem. Everything looks to be alright on this. Another Loki. And here we have a Tengu also firing off the missiles at a very nice rate. Bit of, oh no, that was just my mouse causing that popping to happen there. And I'll maybe start, yeah, I think I can definitely return my drones. I will now be at 100 kilometers. I wonder how quickly that'll work. You can of course also take a little look at them flying straight towards towards the whole fleet. But that is of course what happens when you're putting up drones against a massive structure like that. They tend to fly off quite far away. So we're gonna return these puppies. And do a little bit more firing only with the guns here for the final few percentages. But yeah, I feel pretty comfortable looking around, so I would say that performance of the client is looking pretty good at this point. 20 FPS was not the 30 when we first started. I guess more people came on grid and started adding fire. Maybe also I also saw some fighters, bombers and things like that fly around. That usually also adds a little bit to the pressure on the server and the client. Siege is red if you are sieged. This won't take too long, 4%. Caracal down there as well. And another Proteus. That one looks, yeah, a little bit different. This actually looks pretty cool with the hammerhead-like front, which not everybody likes, but I personally do like it. And then the back here, a little bit more compact than mine, but a little more stumpy basically. But I still think that most of these designs are pretty cool. And there she goes. Asbel going down. We can do a reload. Let's see if we can spot some of these explosions. Yeah, there she goes. Another explosion over there. And then you should probably zoom out. Align to Poitot, so we'll do that. Stargate Poitot align to. Fleet W, jump. There is no Sino, so please take the gate. I also do want to see the explosion. There she goes. Poitot. And jump. That was the Asbel. And we are on our way. Of course, off-grid slides. There you go. Performance dip that you always take when you leave grid. But after that, Yeah, client is back, of course, at 60 FPS and pretty stable. And now we're in for the fight. 240, definitely more than 200 people, I think, will be coming here. It should be interesting to see if we actually manage to cause some tie-dye. We're just gonna start orbiting at current to make sure that we have some movement going. We're also gonna put up our reactive armor hardener, which should give us a little bit of extra tank. We can take a look at the effect as well. That's actually alright. You know, how it glides over the armor of the Proteus. That's pretty cool. And here we have a Rogue Legion that is gone, probably cloaked. Getting some boosts. Megatron really nearby. Should I try and hold him? I could try to hold him. There we go. You're not going anywhere anymore. That is one thing to know, of course, in the mass tests. What you don't really want to do is to be neutral, to not be in a fleet, and then to jump in with fleet W. We'll see you as an enemy, we'll see you as someone that needs to be taken care of. And so 80 in local, and the Megatron from Marcus SRB is taking quite a pounding. And that was that. Alright. Orbit, yeah, current 13. I think that's okay to do. There's also a Tengu. I wonder if that one is able to do a bit more tanking. Yeah, lovely. Shields effects, he was blown up. X should still be holding, but some guys are coming in here. Executor Navy issue. A Balgorn. For now, we're not going to... Ooh, a Nidhogger. Is that one being fired at? Maybe we don't want to attract too much attention from a carrier right away. And also a Panther. That's taking a decent beating. So we can go and take a look at that one. Yeah. Blown up as well. Quite a few bots hanging around here now. Well, at least I didn't get blown up right off the bat. Fleet X is gonna jump in at this point. Let's see how far we climb. 150. 152. We were at 80. So I do think that X will end up being more numerous than us. We can start looking for maybe a couple of slightly softer targets. Well, another Proteus could be interesting. And are they... Need shields, need armor. Haven't really seen anything being called yet. Lots and lots of Tech 3s, of course. Nearby here. It's actually friendly somehow. Let's go after that first Tengu here. Chi Izanami in the Tengu. I'm coming for you. Out come the drones. Let's do an orbit. 2.5k, is that a good range? Yeah, optimal range. Sounds about right. Gonna add a couple of extra drones. Engage. Getting up to 200 people, and I'm not spotting any tie-dye here at this point, so... Let's see if I can actually break that shield tank. Ooh, I'm being attacked as well at this point. Down there by someone else. Getting lots of reps. Let's go like that. Let's see if I can do. Needs armor. But I may have to try to... Yeah, definitely not gonna break that. Let's see if we can sort of break off the attack here. Try to go in a different direction. I'm getting some reps, interesting. Anything else here? Ooh, a Gila. We could probably try to... Ooh, he's actually firing at me as well. Interesting. I've definitely been prime-read by the enemy once again. So I think best thing to do would be to try and get out of here a little bit. Let's stop this so that I can actually try and grab the Gila, because he's coming in range. Strangely enough, he's still just sitting there while I'm getting reps back, so we're gonna try to... He should be less tanky than like a Tengu, so we can definitely give that a try. Take a look at the background here. Right, no need to keep going like that. Well, actually, we'll need to keep repping. I'm getting lots of shield reps. Thank you very much, Fleet W. On the rep side, that's very nice. Another hit. Alright, let's do an approach order here. Somehow I'm still sometimes overshooting him quite a bit. Being targeted by Loki, Tengu, another Tengu. But getting help. Local 226, no tie-dye. Must say, it's definitely not so bad in the performance. Let's do an orbit at 1000 so that we don't sit still too much. That's not a good idea. Any whips on me? Nope, he's half shields. So let's see if he's passive shield tanked. Just big buffer. Makes most sense in fleets, but how are we doing? Well, still some guys definitely targeting me, and I can apparently rep this pretty easy and consistently. So let's see if I actually do take lots of damage. No, not that much anymore. There's another Loki back there. Alright, his shields are slowly going down, so I think I can try to keep going here. As underneath us the battle rages on. %20 shields left. Yeah, 220, no tie-dye. Performance-wise, didn't pay a lot of attention here, but 25 to 30 FPS. I don't think that's that bad. Oh, starting to take some damage again. He should be past optimal regen at this point, and I haven't really seen any reps coming from him, so it would be nice to get his DPS off the field. And we have CCP Draconis in an Enforcer. We could try that. It does look really cool. There you go. Look at that. Concord ship. Very nice. Oh, that may actually be invulnerable. These people are already firing at him. Normally I think he would have been blown up already. As the Gila shields are failing, of course armor and structure not exactly that strong. And yeah, whip, scram. Always pretty powerful combination. Because no way that he is getting out of here anymore. So there you go, 1-on-1. He is done for. We did drift out of the battlefield a little bit, but that's okay. So we're going to go right back in and see target CCP Paradox in a Minokawa. Can I still do that? Oof, he's really not taking a lot of damage. Just gonna keep flying in here, see if we can spot something that we could try to take on. Legion, Tengu, Lokis, Tengus, Hells, Tengu, lots of Tengus. I'm really surprised, to be honest, by all the Tengus that are flying around. If you saw Eve Talk, those are or tend to go down in Oh, someone from Wingspan. Alright, let's do that. Those are really going down in price quite substantially. And for some reason here, lots of people are flying them. So it's a little bit weird. Local down to 190 people, so not that many anymore. I can rep cap stable here, so that's not so bad. And let's see if we can grab that Tengu. Let's send my drones already. Go, go, go. And opening fire after another Tengu. Now, they do have really good tanking capabilities. This one is active rep apparently. So I don't have any neuting power or anything like that. But it looks pretty cool. We're in the middle of the fight now. And ooh, yeah, that's not really good. Webbed, painted, so I'm not moving anywhere. And dispatched in short order as we get back into the battle here. Still, performance-wise, oh, that's not that. Ooh, there we go. My ship is blowing up quite nicely. 184, good performance. Everybody else jump. And that's smart bombs. Let's see if I can still make it to the gates. Nope, we're not making it to the gate. So that's gonna be it for this mass test, guys. A bit small again in numbers, but performance seemed to be quite okay. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.